Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Mwah. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? It's Ilan Bomani, and if someone has not told you today that they love you, I love you. Why? Because love makes the world go round and round and round. And hey, I'm today at a church while my kids are exercising and practicing and getting ready for their football game. I decided to chit chat with you, and being around a holy environment, we like to stay holy at all times. Kind of feels good, the spirit, to do the holy yogi for the day. And today we're going to talk about Kevin Hart's karma. Well, if you haven't heard about it yet, Kevin Hart had some challenges this week, like we all do, okay? One of the key things about, we have our Sexuality 101, spiritual Sexuality 101, because so many schools don't talk about sex. Want to hear about sex, baby? Want to hear about sex? And you wonder why, when sexuality is all about co-creating with God. That's God's expression of the earth, the birds, the bees, the flowers, and trees. That's God's having this fantastic, phenomenal orgasm, and so shall we. And when we do, we've got a bliss, we've got heaven right here on earth. So why not? And let's talk about it in such a beautiful, positive, sacred way so we can really enjoy sexuality. I think that's the problem, because I don't know what has happened with abstinence and with all these strict, rigid, rules regarding it. I think that's why so much perversity has been happening throughout the world, because people have made it taboo, they have made it dirty, they have made it a sin to the point whereas I think that we've gotten a very dysfunctional expression of sexuality, and instead of seeing it as something that's beautiful. What's better than making love with someone that you really love and that really cares about you, and two souls coming together to experience enlightenment, because that's what it's truly all about. So with that in mind, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Kevin Hart. Unfortunately, Kevin got caught cheating. In a nutshell, he was in a extortion type of situation with someone, so he decided to come clean and tell the truth to his children, to his wife, and also to the world. But we're really not here to chastise, to criticize, and to judge Kevin for being a human being, just having a human experience. What we're here is, I'm here to talk to the ladies. I want us to get the blessing out of the lesson. One of the key things about the whole situation, let me explain something to you, ladies and gentlemen. You may have heard this before. When you lie, you cheat, and then you steal. All those things go hand in hand. And so we're going to use Kevin as an example, because I think the best lessons to learn are other people's examples. And one of the key things that has transpired is that the truth shall not only set you free, but also the truth will make things come to light. A while back, Kevin had confessed to having relationships and affairs outside of his relationship with his first wife that he was married to. And he kicked it off as, just being immature and young and not ready for a mature relationship. So he recently got married about a year ago to, I think, Aniko, I think is her name. And in a nutshell, he had basically said that here's where those lines start to catch up with you, that he, with his first wife, that he cheated, but he did not cheat with Aniko, with his first wife. And that's the confession that Aniko had came out with. To make a very long story short, I think his first wife said numbers don't lie, and she was very gracious and very considerate and did not get involved into that, because they have children, they have to co-parent, and they have to be responsible for. So in a nutshell, her and Aniko got into a discussion, because Aniko had basically said that she had lied about the situation, that no, she was not the one that broke up Kevin and his wife. though they had been together for 8 years and Kevin was only divorced 6 years. Those numbers, 6 and 8. You can't have one without the other, right? But in a nutshell, what I really want to get to the point of, and this is for Nico, and this is for the other side chicks. I think that's the new terminology from the old one I know as mistresses and adulteresses and all that kind of wonderful stuff. Now it takes two to tango. It's on both sides. But I want to talk to the ladies because I want you guys to realize how phenomenal and how powerful that you are. That no man can cheat unless he has a cheater female to join him on the escapade. And for you, those divas out there that are like Nico, let me explain something to you, sweetheart. And I want you to come closer as I say this to you, darling, because I want you to fully get this. You divas, you queens, you women, you ladies, you goddesses, I want you to fully get this. That if a man cheats to be with you from a married relationship where we're supposed to be committed and we're supposed to honor and we're supposed to respect a woman, then the likelihood of him doing that to you is very, very high. Cheaters, pumpkin eaters. In a nutshell, once a cheater, always a cheater, someone once said. But we can cancel that universe. That's programming, because cheating is a choice. Cheating is an option. And no, cheating is not natural and cheating is not normal. Though it has become the norm because people have been programmed, conditioned, and have been socialized to do it such. It's kind of cool, wave nouveau, to be a dog and have all these women, etc., just begging for your love and your attention. And that ego is easing God out of the situation, causes you to not be in alignment with your divine nature, dear gentlemen out there and you divas out there. So we're going to get you back into alignment, get you back into your truth. And that is what has happened to Nico. And that is what has happened to Karma. Both of them were cheating. Both of them were lying. And now they're stealing from these beautiful children that are here now, that are depending on them to be a good role model and be a good example of what love is truly, what it is all supposed to be about. Especially when you sign a prenuptial agreement. You see, those type of relationships, let's be very, very clear, are not love relationships. They're business relationships. You do this for me and I'll do this for you. You give me love and I'll give you love. Okay? You be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. Okay? Those type of relationships don't work. Love is supposed to be unconditional. There are no rules. There are no strict regulation. There is no criteria. There's no set agenda. Okay? As far as those type of relationships are concerned. And yes, a person can be faithful to one individual and one human being. And if you look at it, karma tells you so that is the best type of life to live. Why do I say that? There was once a Fox News anchor, I forget his name. Just recently, he was basically told to leave his job because of the fact that he had, let's say he's married with a family. And in a nutshell, he had a liaison via text messages of sending, let's say sexual pictures to a female. And he was exonerated from his job. I don't know if exonerated is the correct word, but terminated from his job, place of employment. He was fired because of that type of conduct and behavior. But what was really most profound, and I'm sure he would not wish this for himself or to his family, particularly to his son. His son committed suicide over the experience and of the shame of that experience of what his father had done. I want you to think about that, ladies and gentlemen out there, that your actions are not just affecting you. They are affecting the circle of the loved ones that are surrounding you and that are around you, particularly your children. You see, these things are much bigger than you. And I'm sure this gentleman did not want his son to commit suicide, and now he is not here because of his father's actions. You know, Kevin having to go back and to apologize to his children and his wife, to being embarrassed, being followed by paparazzi and asking questions. How do you feel about it? Kevin cheating on you, and have you forgiven him? I mean, wow. But then again, here's an equals karma. You see, she got herself in that situation because she did it to someone else. Comes back to bite you. You never know when karma does, but when it does, it comes back tenfold. The good karma and the bad karma is never even Steven. It's sometimes even worse than that. So what I want you all to fully understand, the importance of fully realizing that it is so important that you honor every relationship that you are in, particularly a marriage relationship, because you're doing it under the covenants underneath the covenant of God. It can't get any better than that. You've been blessed, and hopefully those blessings will be transcended upon other people. So what are we going to do now that this has happened? Well, divas out there and gentlemen out there, please think about your actions and how they're not going to only affect you, but are going to affect other people. And so try to be righteous with your family and friends and loved ones. And for couples like Nico and also like Kevin that go through cheating experiences through their marriage, hey, I'm sending you prayers, I'm sending you light, and I'm sending you love. And I think that's what you guys need to do in that relationship. You need to come together in love. You need to come together in forgiveness and acceptance of the matter. And when you do that in a nutshell, then you can produce that love again that brought you together from the very beginning. Love is the greatest medicine of them all, and love is the greatest healer of them all. So do it with faith and do it with love. Instantaneously step out of fear. Fear and healing can manifest and begin. So I wish you guys, Kevin and Nico, a lot of healing, a lot of love, and a lot of acceptance and forgiveness. Wishing you that for all of you out there that are experiencing that type of experience. I know it's hard, but forgive him, forgive her, and come in love. And so love shall be returned back to you. You want love, ladies and gentlemen? You got to give love. It's really, truly that simple. I didn't say it was easy, but it truly is that simple. Bye-bye for now.